The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
I'll tell you an amazing story about a man whose name was Yehuda Newman. World War I. He was working in a POW camp, prison of war camp in Poland, and there were German POWs. He was Jewish, he was religious, he was in a very compromised position. He was there to supervise the POWs, and there was one German Gentile POW who was caught stealing bread, and he was court-martialed, and he was told that he's now going to be shot to death. Yehuda Newman was the one that was appointed to bring him into the forest, accompanied by two Polish officers, and to shoot the German to death. So as they're walking to the forest, the German POW, the guy, the Gentile, turns to Yehuda Newman and he says, "Bist du a Yid?" Are you Jewish? And Yehuda Newman was a little shaken. He says, "Ja, ich bin a Yid. I'm Jewish." "Bist du a Yid?" Jewish? Yeah. The Gentile turns to Yehuda Newman, the German, and he says, "Hot Rachmanis! Ich bin a Tate." He knew the word Rachmanis, even though that's not German, it's Yiddish, even though there are similarities. Hot Rachmanis! Have compassion. I'm a father, have children. Don't shoot me. They go into the forest. Yehuda Newman tells the two officers that accompany him, says, "Listen, don't worry, I got this. I know how to do it. You could go back. I'm okay." They retreat. They leave. Yehuda Newman says to the German, "Take off your shirt." Takes off his shirt. "Hold it up." Holds it up. Takes his pistol, his gun, shoots. There are holes now in the shirt. He walks over to the German, he takes his rifle and injures the German's skin, makes it bleed, takes the shirt, soaks it in the blood, and tells the German, "Geh! Go! Run away!" And the German turns to Yehuda Newman, the man that saves his life. And he says, "Wo sei Newman?" What is your name? He says, "My Newman is Newman. Newman!" And the German runs away. Yehuda Newman now has the shirt that's full of blood and the bullet hole, and he brings it back to the Polish, satisfied now that the German was dead. Fast forward. More than 20 years later, 1939. By that time, the Newman family, Yehuda Newman and his family, living in Germany, they are rounded up by the SS, by the Nazis, to be put on trains, heading, of course, back to Poland, towards concentration camps. And just as Yehuda Newman is going on the train, he hears someone screaming, "Newman! Newman!" He looks, he's startled, he's astonished. "Good night!" "Come here." He goes to the Nazi officer who's calling him. The Nazi officer looks and says, "Newman!" "Yeah. You don't recognize me?" The forest, the shirt, the bullet, the blood. "Newman, you're not going on the train. You and your family are going to France instead." He signed the papers and sent them from death to life. The Newman family came to America, to New York, and Rabbi Yehuda Newman's son, became the unforgettable, legendary Rabbi Newman, the principal of Beis Yaakov Academy in Queens, who educated thousands of B'nai Yisrael Jewish girls. All these girls that received their education, and then many of them married wonderful, wonderful husbands because of Yehuda Newman, his sensitivity, his compassion to another human being. Could you imagine the power of being compassionate to a fellow Jew? Putting aside differences, prejudice, bias. Making peace, caring, loving. We'll turn everything around.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org